Hey, Danny and the Booth Boys. I'm often embarrassed by the stuff I write after a few months have passed. I'm really into them while I'm making them, but later I just feel like they're cringe and embarrassing. How do I get over that, or will I ever? I'm also wondering, is there a song or a piece of content you created or been a part of that you regret doing or don't really like? Love the show and all your advice. Shouts out to Jake. I think if you liked it in the moment, you know, that's something that's good. I think sometimes we start to overthink the shit. That's where I've been at with making music. Like, you know, just not try to think so hard and try to talk myself out of it. Especially when you're taking chances with doing shit or doing something you never done before. It's just like trusting your gut and type of instinct. But I think for the most part, man, I think everybody kind of embarrassed about art they create.
Everybody.
In some sense, because it's you putting yourself out there for criticism.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're just not very good at it. It's like judging a 7-year-old playing basketball. Like, you just don't know how to dribble yet, you know? And I forgot who said it, but somebody says, like, eventually your skill catches up to your taste. Like, you know what's really good, but you don't know how to do it yet. And then
that's actually dope. I never thought like that. But that's true.
You get there eventually, and it just. But so I don't know any person in the creative space that doesn't look back on their early work like, whew. And in comedy, like it's cultural. Like a friend of mine said that comedy ages like milk, not like wine. When you go back and you watch that, like Eddie Murphy Raw, you're like, whew. Wouldn't say that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so there is an element of that, but some of that you just got to understand that was the times. But the actual your stuff that you create, you just takes time to get good at it, man. But it sucks that you got to do it publicly. Like you got to fail, real hard for a long time.
Music is the same kind of way. Like you can hear certain shit and be like, oh, I remember this time. Like, you hear the sound of it, and it sounds like a period. You know? And you want to make timeless shit that could just sit but you know, that's like the greats. That's when you're fucking legendary and you make shit that don't age, you know?
Yeah, and I think about a lot like how many great artists make so much bad stuff. Like there's so many great, like, I don't know, who's the greatest rock band of all time? I don't know, the Rolling Stones? Just name a band. Haven't had a hit in a long time.
Yeah.
Have not really made
legacy artists.
Yeah, exactly. Have not really had a song that somebody cares about but they've released music since then. So it's hard to stay, like, I don't know. It takes a while to get good at it, and then it's hard to stay in it as well.
Have you ever like had a bit and you were like, man, I don't really know if this shit works, type shit, but then you just decide to try that anyway and it works? Yeah. Like, I feel like that's pretty much the question that he's asked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Like but you was second guessing yourself and doubting that shit. Because I've done that before where I've probably made a song or something and I'm like, it's making you uncomfortable because it's something you ain't did before. Yep. Yeah. And you don't know how your fan base is going to react to you doing something different.
Yep. That's exactly right. Yeah. And you just got to, the first thing you said was the most important. Do you believe in the idea? Yeah. Do you think it's something that you want to say and communicate? I have a bit about my kid's high school having a gay bully. And I tell you, I've been working on that bit. This is not an exaggeration. I've been fine-tuning that bit for 6 years.
Oh, shit.
Because it's a delicate thing. Like the way, and I'm not going to do the bit here, but like you set it up because everyone gets tense immediately. That's the setup. My kid's high school has a gay bully. Woo. Like, but it bombed for so long, and you just can find it and then like figure out how my crowd's gonna react and the crowd in general is gonna react and what I have to say about it. So it does take time. Rock said that about Black People versus the N-word, which is
that's amazing.
I think it's the best comedy bit of all time.
That was a cultural. Like,
I think it's the single best comedy bit ever written, and in my opinion. And I heard him say it bombed for a year.
Damn.
And he's like, but I know.
But trusting his gut that he knew it was good. And he's like, I'm going to still fucking work.
But you can see how crowds would be like, you know, like that's when it's a real tense idea like that.
But that shit is true though. That's why I worked. He knew he knew that shit was true. That's why I worked. You know what I'm saying?
I love rock.